Well, there you go. Looks like they're making their way into the city, Aaron. There are the Blue Angels, the phalanx of planes coming to salute those healthcare heroes and frontline workers and first responders.
Ryan, this is such a special sight, and as Eric mentioned a while ago, this is something that we would normally only get to see at the Air and Water Show, but now we get to see it for such a special reason.
Yes.
To salute our frontline heroes. And as you mentioned, Chopper 2 is capturing this site right now. The Blue Angels also making stops today in Detroit and Indianapolis, two other cities that have been hit hard by the coronavirus.
You know, on social media, I've seen some people comment that, of course, we know this is a largely symbolic gesture. I think the healthcare workers and heroes certainly appreciate this. People say, well, could they just drop off some PPE, maybe some food or funds? But looking at the reaction of those doctors, nurses, and the people, the excitement on their faces, you can tell this really means a lot to them to have the Blue Angels have this aerial salute that we're all going to witness today.
Absolutely. So this flyover is going to last about 15 minutes. It was scheduled to start right now at 11:45 and to go until about noon, beginning and ending on the city's south side. So if you want to get outside, they are encouraging you to do so. But again, as long as you can observe social distance, they're going to be starting in Hyde Park, then loop to the west and north before coming down along the lakefront, and that will be around noon. There you go.
Looks like they're picking up speed, Aaron.
Yeah, absolutely. It's beautiful, isn't it, Ryan?
It's absolutely gorgeous, and it does take you to what we normally see in the Air and Water Show, but this is so much more significant right now.
And I think that it's also important as we watch them do this formation to take a moment, and I'm sure that we have somebody in our lives, we all do. This is the last day of Nurse Appreciation Week, where we took time as families and viewers to just kind of thank these frontline workers, and also to take a moment to thank their families who are also sacrificing during this difficult time.
Looks like we have 7 of those Navy jets that are flying over the city skyline, as you said, starting in Jackson Park and Hyde Park in the south side, and then heading west and coming back east and going north before eventually coming back down south along the lakefront.
Okay, so we want to, Ryan, show everybody that map again in case they are interested in seeing it. Nope, too good a video. Take a look. I'm going to ask our directors. There we go. We can hear it. Perfect. Let's listen in.
Yes.
So we do have reporters and photographers, as you can tell, stationed all along the lakefront right now. We just want you to be able to listen as we do, but we're taking different live cameras as they progress for what will be a 15-minute show to salute our frontline workers. The Blue Angels tweeted out yesterday, America strong, in this together, healthcare heroes, that this was a priority for them to today see the frontline workers in Detroit, Indianapolis, and Chicago and thank them. And Ryan, we had mentioned earlier that it's not just these 3 cities today, they were also in New York earlier. So this is, we are in this together, Ryan. It's a nationwide effort. For sure, and some of the hospitals that those jets are going to be cruising past include Little Company of Mary, Holy Cross Christ Hospital, Rush, where Marissa Parra was, Loyola Hospital in Maywood, Weiss Hospital, and of course Northwestern Hospital as they make their way back towards the lakefront. And again, so many of those doctors, nurses, physicians, healthcare workers, first responders, essential workers who have been sacrificing literally their lives in this fight against COVID-19. Just a moment to say thank you, and the Blue Angels to salute them. And it was such a joy to hear that, the roar of those engines a second ago. We could see the planes high above the skies now, and hopefully we can listen in, because that's part of it, not only the visual, but that audio you hear of those, the roar of the engines really
Gives you goosebumps, doesn't it?
It almost feels like summer. It almost feels
Yes.
like the Air and Water Show when we could remember being together and shoulder to shoulder on the lakefront. Feels like a world ago, a lifetime ago, doesn't it? As we watch the Blue Angels right now in their formation, let's listen in.
There's that sound.
A live look from our camera at Rush Hospital right now. You can hear the people below taking photos.
And Aaron, don't you just appreciate the precision of these pilots? I mean, they're so close together, they make it look easy, but that is not an easy task whatsoever.
No, that's why it's appropriate that they are the ones saluting our frontline healthcare workers, right? Because they're the only people who are as precise as the Blue Angels. It's beautiful to watch, and I hope that this brings some levity to those frontline healthcare workers who are on the front lines. It is beautiful to watch.
And you know what you could also hear in the background, Aaron? You could hear the joy and the jubilation of those healthcare workers as they witness this salute in the sky.
Right. Well, and wasn't it Vince Gerasoli who just mentioned that they were breaking out into song at Weiss Hospital?
Yeah, I believe they said God Bless America or
Yeah.
America the Beautiful. That just shows you that they need to release some of their energy and excitement as well.
As you could tell, that was Rush Hospital.
That was right on cue, right, Aaron?
That was beautiful, wasn't
It
it?
was amazing.
So if we want to talk about the significance of today, just to take a look at the latest numbers worldwide, we did hit a grim milestone, 4 million cases of coronavirus. 286,000 people have died. In Illinois, about 79,000 people have tested positive. 3,459 people have died. And Ryan, when we talk about those numbers include those frontline healthcare workers.
Indeed. And in the city of Chicago, we've had, I think it's up to 500 now, Chicago police officers who've tested positive for the coronavirus. They've had a number of fatalities also among the ranks of the Chicago Fire Department. So again, these are our first responders, in addition to the healthcare workers who are literally risking their lives to fight COVID-19. Thank you for putting that in perspective with those numbers, not only locally, but nationally and globally.
Right. So we're going to keep our cameras live as they move through their 15-minute flyover today. So they just hit Rush, and now they are on their way to Loyola Maywood. So if you are in that area, now would be the time to step out on your front lawn and take a moment. And you'll hear them before you see them, right, Ryan? As you said, that's always such a rush when we hear them coming.
Certainly it is, as they pierce the sky and dip in and out of the clouds. But what a sight it must be to see them. Of course, we're watching it like you all as we broadcast this to you live here from our CBS 2 studios. But to be outside and look in the sky has to be an incredible sight.
And the Blue Angels, they're calling this, it's part of a national effort called Operation America Strong.
And as you mentioned, Aaron, they'll be moving on from here to Indianapolis and then Detroit. They've also hit some other cities around the country.
Right. They were in New York recently, and we can only assume that they'll be making their way to other cities because, as you know, there hasn't been many big cities that have been untouched by the coronavirus. But it is great to see them. And I was speaking with our producers, Ryan, we didn't get to see them, the Blue Angels, last year during the Air and Water Show either because, remember, it was canceled for the budget crisis. So
That's right.
and it was such a bummer. But, oh, let's listen in. Here they are. This is them over Loyola in Maywood.
You know, Aaron, As you know, I covered sports for many years before moving over to the news desk, and nothing can get a crowd at a stadium more excited or lathered up than the flyover right after the national anthem, or as the national anthem is being finished. But these are our real heroes here in America during this really trying crisis of the coronavirus and COVID-19. So this is the ultimate flyover. As you said, the Blue Angels are calling this America Strong. They actually were in Detroit first before coming here to Chicago. Then they will move on to Indianapolis.
And so right now they are about 10 minutes into their 15-minute flyover of our local hospitals. You still have time to run outside. They started at Rush. They most recently flew over Loyola Maywood. And you can hear the applause, Ryan, with those frontline healthcare workers who did get the announcement, which was great, to take a moment, a break from their very busy days to come outside to, as we always say, take a moment and recognize that we're all in this together.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And the other incredible thing is, you know how incredibly fast these planes and machines are, but they cover so much ground in such a short period of time. They're canvassing the entire city and nearby suburbs in just 15 minutes, making sure everybody gets a glimpse at their artistry in the air. I think you hear some oohs and ahs and wows in the background there.
Little kids too.
Of course, it's
there
spectacular.
They are.
A few waves up to the sky.
So again, this flyby is going to begin and end on the city's south side. They hit the air from Hyde Park, then loop to the west and north before coming down along the lakefront around noon. We have about 4 minutes if they stay on schedule, but you know, those Blue Angels, they always respect a schedule. So get outside if you have time, and just a reminder to sincerely thank everybody who's on the front lines. And Ryan, we say this, but you can't say it enough, from everybody at CBS2, we are very grateful for what they do for us and our community.
With the deepest gratitude and sincerest appreciation, we say thank you. And you know, it's not a whole lot of traffic these days, as many people are still working from home, but the Blue Angels certainly know how to beat rush hour traffic, don't they? They get where they need to be.
They sure
ASAP.
do. Covering a lot of ground in 15 minutes, as you said. So normally this would be what we'd be seeing during the Air and Water Show, but a very special salute to heroes from the Navy's Blue Angels to honor our frontline healthcare workers flying over several hospitals here in Chicago in honor of them. And we are grateful to be part of this 3-city tour that they're doing today, us along with Detroit and Indianapolis, part of the national effort that they are calling Operation America Strong. Some impressive formations that they continue to assemble in the air. Do you know the significance of any of these, Aaron? Ryan, I don't. I did my homework in other areas today. I should have done more on the Blue
You are always a
Angels.
wealth of knowledge. I lean on you for these things.
I should get my dad on the phone. My dad's an Air Force man. He would have known. Now I know. But no, this is fun. And I think that, you know, you don't have to be an expert in this just to be moved by it, right?
Absolutely not. You appreciate the greatness of what they're doing, and certainly the significance behind it. Again, to salute the heroes. It's a symbolic gesture, but it's necessary. You could always, listen, there's so many things that people need right now, but you cannot neglect taking a moment just to say thank you and take a respite and a break from the really crucial and high pressure situations these doctors and nurses and healthcare workers are under each and every day, with really no definite end in sight.
Right. And I'm going to ask our producers, where is this live camera? This is along the lakefront.
How beautiful is that sound?
And the applause, too.
I think that was right near Northwestern. Now, there's a picture for you.
And they're now heading back south in case you are following along at home as they wrap up their 15-minute salute to heroes along our lakefront right now and the local hospitals that were part of this flyover. We should remind our viewers as well that we do have reporters stationed all on the ground, and they are speaking with these healthcare workers. We will have more stories from them tonight at 5 and 6 to hear what this meant to them. We can only imagine, Ryan, that this is just one part in their day where hopefully they feel the gratitude from this country and from these neighborhoods, our communities, and everybody.
I don't think there's any doubt about it. And what a scene it was to see those, I believe, 7 Navy jets kind of screeching through the skyline there with the smoke trailing their planes behind them. Just a fantastic sight to see. And again, a salute to our heroes, well deserved.
We would like to remind everybody as well that we are always on 24/7, our new local digital streaming network, CBSN Chicago. We appreciate everybody who is home with us today, home and safe. Thank you very much for watching this morning. Be sure you get local news updates again anytime on our digital streaming network, CBSN Chicago.
And you can find that at cbschicago.com or on your favorite device, PlayStation or Fire TV. Have a great day, stay safe, and salute to our heroes. Thank you, Blue Angels, for an impressive aerial display.